Hello and welcome back to Vlogoween number 2. So you can say it like that. This day, I am talking about one of my favorites that I saw last year that I really like. It's it's more of a psychological thriller, but it's got some horror aspects to it as well. It's a lot of fun. It's called 1408. And it was obviously, like a lot of horror movies out there, it was originally a Stephen King short story that was turned into a film. You get about a 50% success rate with Stephen King stuff getting turned into movies. Like The Shining, even though The Shining was super different. You know, we'll get to The Shining. That's on the list. Little spoiler for you. I don't know where it's on the list. It's a ways down. 1408 is a 2007 American psychological horror. It's got John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson, and it is basically John Cusack is a guy who has some emotional trauma in his past, and he now he used to write novels, and he was pretty good, but not super successful. So now what he does is he writes about haunted places. So he'll go to places that say like, oh, this we run a bed and breakfast, but this one room is haunted. Ooh, and you know, for tourist crap, which that's all well and good. But he goes there and writes about each and every one, and he'll talk about the most places with all like the spookiest auras. But he doesn't believe in any of that sort of thing. He knows that none of the places are actually haunted. It's just kind of what he writes about. I don't know. He's not so much of a debunker, just this is just what he does. I don't know. And then he hears about the infamous room 1408 of this Dolphin Hotel, Dolphin in New York City, and basically they won't rent out that room because suicides have happened in it, other deaths. Only a couple dozen were made public. There were way more that weren't made public knowledge. And Samuel L. Jackson says, no, you can't. And then he finds like a loophole saying like, you have to, if I require room and board and you have that room available, then you have to let me. So he tries to buy him off with like $500 brandy and just says like, no, we don't want you sleeping in this room. We're not like trying to like hype you up or like, you know, play it up big for the cameras. Like, just legitimately don't stay in this room. We clean it by like having someone, like I'm present when it's cleaned. The maids can only work in like 15-minute shifts. We keep the door wide open. We keep them under watch. And everyone who goes in there doesn't last an hour. By the time an hour's up, they're usually dead or they've killed themselves, you know, just through a lot of different ways. Someone managed to drown in the kitchen part or something like that, in like an inch or two of water. And so John Cusack does obviously get to stay in the room, and the rest of the movie is just kind of finding out what that hour is like, because he's in there, you know, I think he like sets a timer or something to saying like 1 hour or something, I forget, but it goes from like kind of really subtle uneasy stuff to just full on break John Cusack through any means possible. There's some real spooky stuff. I tried watching it, I saw this 2 years ago, and then I watched it last year, trying to get my roommate Joe to watch it, and it's one of those movies, like a lot of horror movies, where if you watch it with someone, it really takes away the creepy aspect of it. Like, there's a couple jump scares, and I don't really care for jump scares much, but they kind of make sense when they happen. So yeah, I recommend watching it how I like to watch horror movies, with the lights off, headphones on, 3 a.m. kind of stuff. I mean, I don't watch it at 3 a.m. now since I'm not nocturnal anymore, but, you know, watch it in the evening. Turn the lights off, lock yourself away, just give in, you know? Really give in. This is a personal favorite of mine. I really like it, and I guess there's some alternate endings. I haven't looked into those too much, so maybe I'll get some new stuff this year. I don't know. But yeah, that's Vlogoween number 2, 1408, the film, 2007 film, directed by, I don't actually know who directed it. I don't think it was anyone big, name-wise. I don't know. But yeah, I recommend it a lot. If you like psychological horror movies, if you like John Cusack, I know I do. I know I shouldn't. And if you like Samuel L. Jackson, give it a look-see. That's Vlogoween number 2. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. This weekend's going to be pretty interesting with if I can get these videos up or not. Today was kind of a close call. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to be booked as soon as this is up. I'm not going to be free until, like, tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see you.